He's trying to derail this Diddy trial. He's trying to make sure that the Jigga man don't get caught up in this RICO. He's doing his portion for the Illuminati.
Real life. If it ain't real life, just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is. When Shannon Sharpe is being sued by a white woman for 50 million, when it comes to race and people look at, wow, there you go. And again, Cat Williams told him, like, Cat Williams said, I'm scared of white women. They'll bring you down in 2 weeks, even if you Kang the Conqueror. And we're seeing this exactly play out in front of him. And he sat in front of Shannon and said that dealing with
Isn't
a white
that
woman, you should
interesting
be
how that
scared.
whole thing was lined up to make it look that way? So everyone can get all up in arms about a white woman's going after a black man. And now with this and that, that's number one, that's not a woman, that's a child. She ain't even 25 years old yet. By human science studies alone, the human brain isn't formed, isn't completely finished developing until the 25th year of age. She ain't there yet, is she?
Come on.
That ain't no woman. That's a confused, misguided child. That ain't no woman. And I'm sick and tired of people thinking that just because you spread your legs and you take a fool inside your body and you get a couple dollars after that, that's what makes you a woman. She's a child. And he's the adult. If he was being an adult, rather than being an overgrown kid who likes to wear his clothes too tight and run around trying on women's attire and apparel. See what I'm saying? She ain't no woman and he ain't no man. That's a confused, misguided child and a grown PDFer. Because if you like it young, you just like it young. Let's just be clear on that. And I've had my fair share of dirty old men to know exactly how real that is.
So what would you say, you've been in like lifestyles in your past where you've seen relationships where men are sadomasochists, women sometimes like that. And when
That's
you read the
domination.
text, yes, when you read
Well
the text
trained.
messages and you see her asking to be choked, he's accused of choking.
Mm-hmm.
Where does the line blur when it comes to like what is done in the bedroom versus what's forcefully done based on being consensual for, like, hey, yes, this is what I want.
That's a child experiencing and experimenting in negative behavior, and that's an adult that's going along with it. See, this is the thing. There should be no lawsuit because if he was acting like an adult, he'd shut that down. See? Following God's commandments and laws, being a decent human being, and caring about humanity would have stopped all of this, would it not?
Yeah, it seemed like he's reliving his teen years or something. I don't know. It seemed like
Sounds
he
like he's
like the
doing whatever the
clothes,
white
the
man tell him to
girls.
do. It sounds like he's doing whatever the white man tell him to do to throw off the Diddy trial. This ain't nothing but another distraction. That girl needs some serious counseling, and her parents need to get involved before she ends up like Bianca Censore.
Come on.
And Shannon Sharpe needs to be canceled.
Yeah,
Period.
what
Not,
what do you
not
say when
because of what he's done, not because of what he's done, but because of what he's really trying to do. He's trying to derail this Diddy trial. He's trying to make sure that the Jigga man don't get caught up in this RICO. He's doing his portion for the Illuminati, in my opinion. Have we not noticed the kind of interviews he's been doing this year? He's done at least 3 interviews with 3 different people that got up there over there with the Shay talking about what no freak offs. Didn't he just bring Amber Rose up there? A goofer thirsty ass.
Yeah.
Running around with an airbrush makeup kit in a pocketbook to take away exactly how much she's aged in real life. We caught her at that basketball game, and then all of a sudden she shows up on Shay looking revived and renewed to tell
But
everybody wasn't no freak off, even though he had the baby there, and the baby there told him that he was at the freak off with the Jigga Man and the Beyonce and the Diddler at the Diddler's lair. It's just more distraction. And they got to tap his ass in for another humiliation ritual because they're still pissed off at him about letting Cat up there do what he did. And that's how I feel about it, and that's all that is.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.